Welcome to another episode of This Is Unusable. I am Ben Steinberg.
I'm Tyler Martin.
Okay, so don't be a burro, have a churro. What does that mean to you?
Well, today I saw a churro van, as you do.
Okay.
It's a giant van that was advertising churros. And on it, one of my least favorite aspects of any advertising campaign is when the thing sells the thing. So this churro is like, hey, go have a churro. It's like, dude, why are you selling out your people, man? Eventually they're going to eat you, you know?
When a thing advertises a thing.
Yeah, like a pig is like, hey, eat bacon. Okay. It's like, come on, man.
Right.
Don't be a sellout.
Right, exactly. It's like tacos place near me called Tacos Gavilan, and it has like a chicken as a mascot, and they sell chicken there, or Los Pollos Hermanos. Yes, there is something weirdly morbid. It's like the Jews in Warsaw who organized the Jews to get rounded up. It's like they're traitors to the Jews. They're the ones who organized with the Nazis to round up the Jews and send them off.
I'm glad we took it to that extreme.
That's where my mind went. That's what it's like. It's exactly like that. I suppose in this instance, the churros are species traitors.
To cannibalism.
Exactly. Eat my brothers, but not me.
This is why I think, Chick-Fil-A gets a bad rap, because they have a cow selling chicken. And that,
right, exactly.
I think, really bucks the trend.
Although they don't portray the cows in a very good light either, because the cows can't spell. Like on the billboard, it says eat, E-E-T, more, M-O-R, chickens, C-H-I-K-I-N-Z. So they're making cows seem illiterate, basically.
Well, I mean, I think that's pretty good. Cows don't really go to school. There's just a bunch of bakers out there.
Bakers?
Yeah, they're making a lot of cow pies.
I guess in that sense, they're portraying the cows in a more positive light, because they're making it seem like the cows can't even talk at all, which they can't. They can only really moo or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, the one cow was given a haircut. Doesn't even have thumbs. Pretty good, I'd say, Ben.
Giving a haircut?
Yeah, there was a commercial where they free haircuts today. Obviously, none of that spelled correctly, but the cow was able to eat more chicken into the backs of people's heads with hooved motions.
Right. Can you imagine pitching that advertising campaign? Oh, yeah, the cows give haircuts. They use clippers to mow message into the backs of the other cows, and someone's like, oh my god, that's genius. That's genius, dude. Oh god, excuse me. Oh yeah, that's whatever you just said. That's the most brilliant ad can. What is it for? Filet-O-Fish or something? Whatever, just do it. Just do that. I love it.
Company I'm working for.
Yeah. McChicken, Filet-O
the McKing burger in the box. Yeah, fuck it. Whatever.
Exactly. Oh, I love cows doing things. That's, oh, man. I wish I had come up with it. We're giving you the big bucks. That's brilliant.
This is why Bart Simpson never made it in advertising. He said, don't have a cow, man, and they booed him out of the room.
He needed to, lean in more to it.
Yeah.
Have a cow. Don't have a cow.
Maybe have two.
Yeah.
He did say cowabunga, or was that the Ninja Turtles? But let me finish this churro thing. So the churro says, hey, eat more of my compatriots, basically. It says, no, I gotta say, it says, I got to have a churro. I'm like, not only are you selling your people out, but you are doing it in the most boring way possible. I gotta have a churro. Like, no. And then when I came up with, while I was sitting there, I'm like, something's got to be better than this. I said, don't be a burro. Yeah.
No. There must be something better than that.
I was doing rails of garlic shrimp at the Red Lobster. Just garlic butter, just straight to the dome. I eat the tails, Who doesn't love a good tail?
You eat the tails of shrimp?
Yeah, I leave the meat. That's the worst part.
Okay. Get more texture. Got it.
But I came up with, don't be a burro, eat a churro. Don't be an ass, go get a churro, you dumbass. You know, I think that's clever. It not only incorporates also a different language, but at least this churro is doing something like creative.
Yeah, that's true. They didn't hire the coke addicted, drug addicted advertising executive that I just impersonated, who obviously definitely exists.
Yeah.
But then again, do you need that for a churro stand?
You need Mexican Coke.
Interesting stuff going on in Mexico right now. Speaking
Ooh,
of,
yeah, crazy.
they killed El Menche or whatever his name is, and now in what is it, Jalisco or something? They're rioting. Puerto Vallarta. I was completely wrong.
Could be more places, but I know Puerto Vallarta has things that were on fire. Man, what a bunch of weenies, dude. Oh, you killed our boss. We're gonna do some... dude, just like regroup and take over the government. I don't know. What is this like weenie? Like, we're gonna destroy buses. Like, that's infrastructure for the people.
Right.
You know, the people can't buy your drugs if they can't get to work.
You need to train your people to drive buses so that they can then sell drugs while they're driving the buses. So you have bus drivers selling.
They hop on. Hey, you want one? Nah, I'm all right. Back of the bus.
Exactly. They need to infiltrate the upper echelons of the government rather than just burn cars like children.
What are you, Vancouver, having lost the Stanley Cup? Like, get over yourselves.
Or Canada having lost the Olympics.
Did they burn
just
stuff?
now. Yesterday, no, but they seemed pretty pissed. I don't know. The U.S. was being pretty obnoxious about it, to be honest.
Oh, no kidding. But also, fuck you, Canada. Fuck. We fucked you up. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I saw a Reddit thread of a guy who posted an image of a Canadian flag at half mast and then an eagle perched atop of it, a bald eagle. And it was like, dude, not today, man. This is not cool. The comments beneath it were so salty. Like, one of them was like, no, you know what? Eagles are fundamentally Canadian. Fuck that other country. And I was like,
because their baldness.
Right. But Eagles are eagles. They're not fundamentally any nationality. That would be like saying if orangutans are fundamentally Sumatran. I mean, yes, they're on the island of Sumatra, but you don't look at them and go, that's a Sumatran right there. That is an Indonesian animal for sure.
Well, orangutans, they are all trained as medical doctors. That is their one stereotype.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you know, it started back with Dr. Zaius, and it's kind of moved on from there.
Zaius? I still don't know what you're talking about.
You know, Planet of the Apes.
I haven't seen Planet of the Apes, but that's on me. You know, it's funny you say that, though, because speaking of orangutans, I was visiting my friend Elliot. I was seeing his baby, and he showed me a little string of beads, these little beads, like orange and blue beads, and he said an orangutan at, like, the zoo made that. I said, an orangutan, he made that? And he's like, well, it was a she. He corrected me. He's like, it's a she, first of all, and she has Down syndrome. I was like, oh, my God,
Layers.
I didn't know that orangutans could have that. And then I said literally the following phrase. I said, I'm sorry for misgendering a Down syndrome orangutan. I said that actual phrase to him.
The left is too woke.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, okay, well, that's one joke written. I'm never getting rid of that. He called me up later. He said, actually, it had like cystic fibrosis or something like that. And I'm like, it's too late. It's too late. I've already said the phrase. Fibromyalgia. I don't know what it was. But I was like, it's too late, man. I've already written and rewritten the joke 50 times since I saw you. In fact, I forgot about seeing your baby completely. I was just rewriting this joke in my head. I don't even remember.
Did you just turn around and leave?
Yeah, I was like, Elliot, thank you so much. Your baby's awesome. I'm sure I'll see her again soon. And I just got out of there. I was like, I need to write this down. I need to think about this. And it was on the drive home that he called me. He was like, it's not Down syndrome that the orangutan has. And I was like, it's too late, dude. It's too fucking late. It's too late. So yeah, I apologized for misgendering a Down syndrome orangutan, and that was my trip to El Segundo a few weeks ago.
And he was just like, this orangutan made these beads. Was there a follow-up? Like, why? What? When? No,
there wasn't. I would normally inquire, but I was so astounded by the brilliance of my own apology. I was so like taken aback, but I was like, that's the most perfect stand-up comedy bit ever. That I didn't bother asking for more details. Who, what? Well, obviously I know who it was. It was a orangutan with.
They probably have a name. If they have a disease, they have a name.
It was at some zoo. It might have, I don't know, Pasadena or something. I don't know. And why? I don't know. It made the beads. I don't think it tied the knot to keep the beads on there, but it put the beads in order.
Tie it with his tongue, like a cherry stem.
But I have another story, and it's a more recent one that I need to share with you. I am on a urine journey.
You're trying to find the perfect amount to drink.
Yes.
To satiate your lust.
I'm trying to find the elixir of life, and I think that starts with my own piss. And we just
Bear Grylls is still alive, so yeah.
Exactly. No, I've been like having very foamy urine with like little like things showing up in it since early January. So I've been doing lots of urine tests. The first one showed up not good. The second and third one showed up not bad. But the third one, I went to this place called Quest Diagnostics.
Oh yeah. Everybody loves them. Did you use the coupon? Did you make sure to sign up for the emails, get the 20% off a test?
No, but just the fact that that even exists is so fucking sad.
It is.
20% off your own blood test is so fucking sad. That is just the sad state of healthcare in America, that you get coupons on your own diagnostics.
Yeah, I mean,
that's insane.
They got like good RX. It's like, why can't they just charge these prices? Why do you need like a whole third-party company that negotiated the price? If the prices can be that low, they should be that low.
Right, exactly. But, you know, they're counting on people not knowing about these things. So they just go in, hey, I didn't know about that. You know, I didn't know I could get a discount on my own piss testing. So there you go. You know, I didn't do any of the research. I was just.
You just were peeing on the side of the building and like, and they came out and said, no, this cup.
Well, I've peed in plenty of cups, and, you know, my urine is still foamy. Everything seems fine, but it's still foamy and weird. So last week, I went to get a test that was ordered by my doctor. Now, keep in mind, the week after that, I was seeing a kidney specialist, whom I actually saw today. So last week, I went to do this urine test, and they said, oh, there's another test here for 24-hour urine collection. So you piss into this tank, this thing, something like this.
Over the course of a day?
Over the course of a day. It's all collected. And I said, did my doctor order that? Because she didn't mention anything about it to me. And they go, oh, no, but it's here. I say, okay, well, I guess maybe she ordered it anyway and didn't tell me, or maybe I don't know what happened.
You did ask him how much it costs?
It was like $20. It was like $30. After insurance paid for the other $170.
Look, I'll pay $20 to give a gallon of piss to somebody. That's a rare opportunity in life. You're not just pissing away money.
So I was like, okay, so maybe my doctor didn't order this, but perhaps the order was put in by the nephrologist or kidney specialist that I'm seeing next week, and it just so happened to be there when I went to Quest to get this test. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll just do this test. So I did it the next day. I collected all my urine, kept it in a refrigerator, collected all my urine for 24 hours, went to get dinner at my parents' place, brought my jug of urine there with them to put it in there, and even showed it off at one point. While we were all watching TV, I brought it in. I was like, hey, guys, look what I got.
Fruit punch? Lemonade. Oh.
Champagne, even.
You had orange bang.
Right. It certainly looked like it in a container like this. But, Tyler, this container I'm holding right now, this is an empty container, okay? Keep in mind, I filled an entire piss jug with urine last week. I turned it in, and I figured it was just ordered by my nephrologist, who I was going to see. So I just turned it in without asking who ordered it. And then I finally saw my nephrologist today. And I said, so, I did a 24-hour urine collection last week. It wasn't ordered by my doctor. Was it you guys that ordered this 24-hour urine collection? And she goes, well, you're a brand new patient to me, so I wouldn't have. She looked at me like I was crazy. Like I was crazy. You're a brand new patient to me, so I wouldn't have ordered any of this until meeting you for the first time.
Solid point.
Exactly. So I don't know who I pissed in a jug for.
Did it have your name on it?
I put my name on it, yes.
Oh, so they just upcharged you, Ben. You got upsold. That's why you need the coupon.
Exactly. My piss is just out there, and I don't know who's examining it. And I don't know who's looking at it, and I don't know who ordered the test, but but I peed in a jug for 24 hours.
Why do you have a
for
new jug
no
now?
fucking reason? Because I saw the nephrologist today, and she was like, well, to cover all your bases, you can do a 24-hour urine test. I'm not able to see the results of the other urine test. And I was like, fine, just, okay,
Like
fine. Just,
legally,
I'll do it.
she can't see it?
I don't know. It's like she couldn't locate it or something.
Have you found them?
No, I haven't even started looking. I don't give a shit anymore. I just want to get this shit over with.
Well, look for the,
I'm tired
the
of-
original one.
I'm probably going to call them tomorrow and say, hey, what are you guys doing with my piss? What is this nefarious shit? Okay, I went in for just some like on the spot urine tests, and I come home with a jug that I have to fill for 24 hours. What kind of a scheme is this that you're pulling? That's what I should do. I should go to that Quest Diagnostics and be like, are you using my urine to make someone else's urine seem clean for a drug test or something like that?
Doesn't sound like
'Cause
it's
mine-
be a smart move.
No, I mean, it is drug free, but there seems to be like stuff in it. It's clean. It's good urine. It tastes delicious. It's fine.
Mountain Spring urine.
It's straight from the source. But I'm just baffled as to who commanded that and why I even listened. And just like without hearing from my doctor, yeah, that was me. Why even bother doing it in the first place without getting further clarification or anything? I feel like such an idiot.
Will your insurance pay for a second one?
Yeah, they're paying for it. Yeah, insurance is
You
paying
checked?
for all of it.
You called them? They might deny the second claim, just FYI.
They're not going to deny it, believe me. I didn't call them, but I'm just taking it straight into the doctor, and they're just going to test it there. So I've gotten so many urine tests, none of them have been denied because urine is a thing that's, as I've learned, you can get a sample at a certain time, and that gives you an idea of what you're like then, but like then you get it another day and you have different urine. Anyway. So that is the saga of the mystery jug of urine that I dropped off in Culver City 2 days ago or 4 days ago or however long, and then got Tito's Tacos afterward.
Are they still good?
You mean, are they still mediocre? They're still mediocre. They're just as deliciously mediocre as they've always been.
Cinco de Mayo, that's the place to go. Everybody, if you are in that corner of Los Angeles, Cinco de Mayo, carne asada fries, especially if you've been drinking. Amazing.
Well, it was 11 a.m. on a Friday when I dropped this off.
So you can have been drinking. Bars open at like 7 a.m. You could have breakfast and lunch.
That's true. And I may have well drank my own piss as opposed to turning it in and just giving it to nobody in particular.
They didn't give you like a
just
claim number or like set you up with an online account.
I didn't even ask.
Did they even know your name?
At the time, I assumed it was ordered by the nephrologist I was going to see. Like, as a preemptive thing, they just put these things in for new patients. But that was a stupid assumption on my part. All of it was stupid on my part, and I feel like an idiot.
Well, you know what they say about assumptions? It makes a burro out of me and Churro.
It makes a gallon out of you and pee. I don't know, whatever. It was 3/4 of a gallon. That was bad. I tried to write ass out of you and me with pee, and I didn't make an effort for the pee part. So forgive me. But so that was my week, and now I'm gonna start pissing into this another orange jug.
Orange Juglius.
It's an orange juglius cocktail. I feel so stupid.
Hey, what's new?
Yeah, what else is new, right?
Look, this is unusable. We're two of the stupid motherfuckers on the podcast sphere. Not only are we doing a podcast, but no one cares.
Right.
So.
I am the dumbass ahedratron. Do you remember that from Aqua Teen Hunger Force? That's what I feel like right now. The dumbass ahedratron. There is the wisdom cube.
I do remember the wisdom cube.
Right. And then at the end of the episode, the actual wisdom cube descends from the heavens and says he's the wisdom cube? No, that's my brother, the dumbass ahedratron. But then it turns out neither of them are wisdom cubes, and they're really just there to harass the Aqua Teens.
Everyone should harass the Aqua Teens.
I mean, that's pretty much the plot of every episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It's these incredibly obnoxious, absurd figures make life more difficult for the Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Or the Aqua Teen Hunger Force make life more difficult for Carl or
themselves.
Or one of those.
Arise, chicken. Chicken, arise.
Arise, chicken. Arise, chicken. Arise, chicken. Arise, chicken. One of my favorite lines from Aqua Teen Hunger Force is after Carl had been abducted by like trees, literal trees that had abducted him, Frylock comes in to rescue him. And he pulls them away. He says, come on, we gotta go. And then, Carl is just completely discombobulated and in pain because they were peeling his skin off. And one of my favorite lines that nobody else seems to appreciate is Frylock just casually says, you're lucky trees are so stupid. And I just find that line because it's a matter of fact in the world of Aqua Teen Hunger Force that trees are just dumbasses. They're just incredibly dumb. And that's how trees are in that world. And nobody else seems to find that line funny at all. Just me. You're lucky trees are so stupid. You're lucky I was able to rescue you from such idiots. And I'm the only one who finds that funny.
Yes, you have a quintessentially Steinbergian sense of humor.
Right. Well, it's because that line implies a greater knowledge of the general idiocy of trees, but it doesn't acknowledge it. It's just a matter of fact. You know what I mean? You're lucky trees are so stupid. That's what's so great about that show too. It's just, but another great line was, we're here to steal your pornography and sodomize our vast imaginations.
Is that Ignock and Ignock? Ignignocked.
Ignignocked. That's a dangerous name, Ignignocked and But if a tree falls in the forest and it doesn't start bitching about it, nobody's going to hear it.
There's a good Family Guy joke where a tree falls and they're like, Carl hasn't stopped whining since, you would whine too, And then they I don't know, someone's singing a song and they bring out their lighters to wave it around and they light the forest on fire. There you go, trees being stupid.
Maybe it's just a cartoon thing that trees are inherently dumb. It's a cross-cartoon thing that nobody acknowledges. Trees, when sentient, are absolute dumbasses. So that was my journey to El Segundo, and then my journey to Culver City is I found out an orangutan does not have Down syndrome. And even at the time, I was like, well, hold on a second. Can they have that?
They're also doctors.
Right, Planet of the Apes. Anyway, I'm going to Canada on Thursday to see my incredibly old grandparents. They are 98 and 96.
Is it time? Is that time in Canada where you do the old people Logan's run where you have to just strap them in the machines and send them into the 70s?
That's part of the Canadian healthcare system.
Yeah.
Is you strap them into something and you just catapult them off into the...
You put them on a roller coaster and go until it's over. Would that be the worst? Where do you think that would rank in terms of euthanasia? I guess youth in Canada.
My grandparents would be in a state of perpetually shitting their pants if they were on a roller coaster. I'm not joking. That is literally what they would be doing. They'd probably be dead by the end. So they'd have shat themselves and died.
Wholesome.
If you like roller coasters, if you like Six Flags, if you're a Disney adult, maybe that is how you want to go out. On a roller coaster, shitting yourself.
I want to explode at the bottom of the sea. I think I want to go out billionaire style.
Oh, implode. You'd implode.
You'd
be vaporized.
No, I'd be too poor. I'd explode. It hurt a little bit more for me because I don't have the money to cushion.
You'd start getting crushed first. You'd be like, hey guys.
They tie me to the front. Like a canary in the coal mine, but
Exactly. Oh God, the poor guy died. This does not bode well for us. Exactly. Just like a canary in the coal mine. Of course, the way it actually worked was apparently they were dead before they even knew it. But yeah, I feel like that would be just your luck that you died just a little sooner. And then that would scare all of them and be like, what the fuck? And then, how are things up in Portland, man? How you doing? At least ice isn't there right now.
Ice is everywhere, especially in the Northeast.
Apparently it's pretty bad there right now, the actual snowfall. Guess I'm going to be flying right into it after it happens.
Better than, last time you were there, whatever, when it was just noxious gas or forest fires or whatever was happening.
Oh, no, I was in New York City.
Yeah.
When the forest fires from Canada were basically being farted onto America.
Oh, I knew it was something Canadian. Anyways... Make sure to drape yourself in an American flag, wave a hockey stick at people, and give them the triple X.
Yeah, when I go to customs, I'm just going to be like, do you have anything to declare? Yeah, we beat you bitches at hockey.
Yeah. Get accustomed to that.
You hear that? That's the sound of a bald eagle destroying a Canada goose.
Our whiskey's better.
Their whiskey's better?
No, our whiskey.
Is it?
I'd say so, yeah. Canadian whiskey is not very famous. They got Crown Royal. They have Canadian Club. Ooh. And who knows? Who knows what? I mean, they might have nice distilleries, but we do it better. We're better. We're
Yeah, but
better.
I think because of Trump, I think they're not like buying any American stuff up there right now.
Yeah, but they're all sad about it.
I think we've opened up a can of Canadian worms, and they're going to be angry at us for quite a while. And they're going to be saying sorry a whole lot more than they usually do. Because that's how they show.
Sorry. Oh my,
Exactly.
sorry.
There's a song by the band Propagandhi called Speculative Fiction about a theoretical war between Canada and the United States. Now, it makes it sound like they'd put up a fight. Obviously, they would not be capable of doing that at all. And it's one of the best songs by Propagandhi, or Propagandhi, however you want to pronounce it. But they think of us whether they want to or not, unfortunately. Like
Trump thinks of Biden and Obama living rent-free in their heads. And you know what lives rent-free in my head? This is unusable. Thanks for watching. Or not watching. Listening. Just being around.
Thank you for listening to my story about pissing into a jug that I dropped off at a place, and
You do not need to recap the story. You should just say thank you. Happy Star Wars Day. There it is. Star Wars Day.
That's May 8th.
I've been Tyler Martin.